Child maltreatment is the abuse and or neglect of a person under 18 years by a person responsible for their well-being. It may be physical, sexual, or emotional in nature and includes exposure to domestic violence. Paramedics have the unique opportunity as a provider of pre-hospital emergency care to observe the environmental conditions of their patients. This enables them to draw additional information on other health and social issues. It can be strongly suggested that paramedics may act as a gateway to the detection of social issues such as child maltreatment. In Australia, approximately 2.5 million adult Australians reported experiencing child abuse during childhood. Child abuse and neglect can significantly impact a child's development and future outcomes. They may experience reduced social skills, poor school performance, impaired language skills, higher likelihood of criminal offending, and negative mental and physical health outcomes. In 2015, the burden of disease for child abuse and neglect was 2.2% with over 102,000 disability-adjusted life years. This is the 10th highest burden of the disease and the only cause within the top 10 that isn't self-imposed. A study conducted by McCarthy and colleagues evaluated the cost of child maltreatment as $5.2 billion during 2016 to 2017 on services provided to children at risk of harm. This substantial and long-lasting burden of effects warrants the need to further develop policies and strategies catered to the prevention and management of child maltreatment, with particular attention to ways of utilizing paramedics to interrupt the cycle of child abuse where the violence occurs most often, in the home. The Ambulance Service Act 1991, Section 38 states that paramedics are to protect persons from any danger or potential danger associated with an emergency situation. In the Child Protection Act, Section 13A, any person may inform if there is reasonable suspicion that a child may be in need of protection. QAS exemplify this by providing clinical practice guidelines for paramedics as seen in the CPG Suspected Abuse. The CPG details the following areas. Under each section is information detailing the processes that can be practiced as well as signs to identify suspected abuse. Paramedics are encouraged to report to the Department of Children, Youth Justice and Multicultural Affairs.
Created using Powtoon.